and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you, and welcome into my returning selves, my growing, extended, beautiful family. Just thank you so much. We're all going through different changes, allowing ourselves to challenge our challenges and keep manifesting what you are truly trying to bring into your life, because it's definitely coming right when you least expect it. So, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and life. And, many blessings are coming your way. So if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. And if you're comfortable enough, please drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life, and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are very uplifting, informative, or just even give you good vibes that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, um, or even a fellow empath that are going through trying times at the moment and needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, or just needing a spiritual guidance, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It is so greatly appreciated. And I hope that you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the music that I'm listening to in the back is giving me like good chills. It's like 5 hertz, 55 hertz, and 555 hertz. Uh, Protective membrane of golden energy, recovering sleep, healing bell every 30 seconds. And I will post that link in the description box below. And the video I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101. Heyokas is not the end of the world. It's about creating the new within. It is so true. A lot of people are having, different conspiracy theories, or there's mass messages that are going around the world that asteroids coming to wipe out the world or whatever. All these different things I've heard. I heard about the comet or the asteroid or whatever since like October and November. And it is major change has been taking place in the world. And it's like when universe wants that change to take place, they will go through drastic measures to make sure that happens. There's less pollution in the world. Uh, there's more people that are showing love towards people other than hatred. You're being able to be very well given, when you have blessings to give. All these things are changing the way the universe has been wanting them, because it's like it's been so hellish lately, wars and uh the what is it, the wall and stuff like that is trying to be built, whatever it's supposed to be doing. All these different changes were like very negative, and it's like the universe, God, all the powers that be up there press that reset button. And they said, okay, well, let us start popping off different things in here where people are taking that time out towards themselves to make positive changes in their life. Um, Empaths were sent towards the world to change how things go within your life. Being able to make the necessary changes in our lives for us to be able to project healthy, changes in our life, positive changes in our life that needed to take place. Like I've said before, the it started off like late last year, going towards the end of the year with all that, the massive like rain, or what is it, not rain fires, but those crazy fires that they had in Cali for a minute, and it just, all these people dumping water all over the place. People are, celebrities paying, for them to have firefighters come out, or water dumped in their areas so things won't come there and stuff like that. Other people, allowing other people to stay in their homes, that was in the opposite of where all these things were taking place. It basically had people change about just doing things selflessly. in a positive way. And it's sad that things has to take part in those type of negative circumstances for things positivity to take place. Then the next thing you know, there's stuff in Australia that was going around. It was just like I have so many, love bugs that is in that area, and I just kept praying, deeply for them. It's like seeing the things that took place. I mean, it really triggered me, and it upset me for a long time seeing the dead animals, or people losing their homes, um all those different things. And then the thing with Kobe, Gigi, and like the seven others that passed away. If you've been with me for a while, I was doing a prediction about that. I think it was like the day before the full moon or something like that. I know it was like the full moon video I did, and I had those kind of visions that I was having, that something I already knew. It was like 2 or 3 days before that it was going to be a well-known person, some kind of celebrity that was going to pass away, and it was going to be very brutal, you know um to where it was like all people from different walks of life were all coming together to grieve these people, and it's not just about Kobe and Gigi, but all those other people. They all have lost somebody, you know and being able to be consoled. You see people, after that happened, it felt like, okay, this had to be a joke, and then come to find out it is. So many people sent prayers out to Vanessa and her family, because she didn't just lose a son. I mean, not a son, but lose a husband. She lost a daughter at the same time. So it's just like everybody's sending these well wishes towards Kobe and his family, as well as Vanessa and hers, throughout her children as well. All these people are being affected all around the world about this person, and I get that. It opened up new old wounds for me, just as when my father passed like almost 4 years ago. So that was like a lot, just knowing this person can represent so many good things, that how he's influenced them in their lives. He's meant different things to everybody in some kind of way. And I mean, even people that weren't really into you know, um, basketball like that, they were affected in a major way. It's like, after that happened, it was like hard for me to do videos. And then, as my gifts became stronger, I started getting more visions. And I've told people I don't like having visions like that, of me seeing things that has happened, has taken place in people's lives like 5 minutes before actual impact of them transitioning. That's not my first time having that happen, especially when it comes to a public figure. I did it with my dad like 2 years before he had passed, and I kept having dreams and nightmares about all those different things, about what happened in the elevator when he passed away, me trying to resuscitate, all these different things. And I didn't know what was taking place in my life, as well as the one with Whitney Houston, all these different things. So it was just like, that felt like a curse within a blessing at the same time. Um, but all these things has taken place. Now it's the coronavirus. It had people not being able to work. You had to be able to stay indoors. So that was your time to go through the shadow work and changing the things of your life that was not suiting you anymore. There's already ran its course. The things that you had to be able to change how you act, how you focus, how you responded, how you viewed, all those different things had to make a change, and this is how the universe seemed fit to do that, you know, and I really don't feel that, the world's coming to an end. It's just that we're creating something new. It's been, going on for so long, we feel like there's something coming. Hell, it's already here. It's been here this whole time, but there changes had to take place before whatever this is going to make us, big entrance into our lives. We all feel like there's something big coming our way. And a lot, when I did my video a couple of months ago, and I said, all of us is feeling like something's coming, having different visions of, seeing empaths looking in the mirror, and they're seeing all the changes that taking place, and it had them very emotional, because it first showed me how, when we looked in the mirror, all we seen was the negative. Always seen was the negatives, the things that we have endured, the things that has been placed on us, the things that we're constantly dealing with. Then, the next thing you know, I see empaths looking in the mirror and being emotionally, just happy. When you're happy with emotions, because you've seen the darkness that you were in. You've seen, not, the darkness you had to be in, because darkness is not a bad thing. And I need to stop saying it like that, but when you're in that storm and you had to endure that, that is the most painful thing that you have endured, because you're allowing yourself to finally face what you have been running from, making that change in your life for a positive reason, allowing yourself to forgive yourself from holding on to painful situations for so long, and forgiving the people that created them for you. And it's hard to do that at times, but the things that trigger you most was sent into your life to break patterns that was no longer needed in your life. They showed you what you had to deal with. Your gifts has been there for this whole time, but you had to go through certain levels of your life, certain levels of trauma, for them to be switched back on. There are some of them, you've been dealing with them since you were, doomed from the womb when you first came out. But then you use them like it was like second nature to you, that other people have to study hard just to achieve, if not at all. You know, um, and all these different things are making you grow. I know there's a lot of people that's scared out there. I understand that. But it's just like with me, I feel like change, death can be very sad. But when what you're doing is all, you should never fear death, because it's just a circle of life. You know, um, and sometimes I was like, shoot, if I'm gonna die, let me die in my sleep. I ain't trying to go through all that other stuff. Cause seeing the things that I've seen throughout my life, I'm just like, oh gosh, I don't know what is worse. You know, um, Dealing with different things like that, and just being able to be this generation of seeing so many different things that impact our life in such a negative way. The universe is tired of that. And it's kind of, in that kind of way, it's kind of like we're living out like revelations in a certain way. It's like fire, and you see in blood all over the, in the sea or whatever like that. The seasons are changing before you see it, or even confusing it. I mean, it's just like when I'm in Georgia, shoot, our winters didn't even last that long. I mean, it's just like our weather was like Mother Nature was straight bipolar. And no offense towards anybody who was bipolar, but I'm just saying this mess was confusing. I go outside and I'm just like, oh, let me go back in there and get my sweatshirt on. Shoot, come back in the house, stay for a few hours, about to go back outside. Next thing you know, it's like 70, 80 degrees. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. Am I in the right place? Am I where I'm supposed to be? So it's just like all these different changes are taking place in your life for you to be able to take that chance to make that change within yourself. Be kind, you know, live life like it's your last. Don't hold on to burdens. Don't hold on to hatred, anger towards things. That's shortening. My mom always said, when you do all that, you're shortening your own lifespan. So don't do that. Don't do that. Allow yourself to live positively. Be that example for other people's need that needs to make that change within themselves. Yes, you've been through hell and high water and hell and back, but you're still that person. You're still that beautiful angel that has been sent here to help change the world in a positive way. I've seen it. It's just like when we were praying so hard for everybody around the world, started making different chants for Australia. All of a sudden, the fire stopped. All this rain started coming. I said, in the power of prayer, I'm not a religious person, but just for you being able to hold energy that is very loving, very caring for others you don't even know, that stopped different things. And a lot of people are like, I don't believe in God, I don't believe in this, I don't believe in that. I can't force you to change how you see things, but when you don't believe in something, something definitely believes in you. I'm not a religious person. I mean, I'm just not on that. I respect people that, that's their decision if they want to do that. But it's just like I can see, devil walks around all over the place. But the challenge is you have to be able to see the way that God works or walks around here too. That reminds me so much of the movie Constantine. They had their own handlers that wanted to be able to change how you view things, being that little whisper about every nasty evil thing that's in the world, but you also had those ones that wanted to remind you of all the precious moments that are still there for you to experience, or the things that you have done coming from a loving place. So yeah, everything has to have a balance to it. But when God want to make a change, you be amazed. You sit back and observe all the changes I went through in life that shook us to the core. When we needed to have love, he took somebody away from us that has influenced so many people in so many different ways. I mean, it made me feel some type of way when folks were sitting up here, you know, showing off that man's picture of him being, transition, which was very, it kind of creeped me out to a certain extent. But then also, I seen it before this happened. I seen what it looked like. If anybody ever seen what was the movie that it can remind me of the way I saw it, um Event Horizon, with the guy that played in The Mouth of Madness and Jumanji and Omen back in the day. It was like when everything was on fire, I seen that, you know, and that wasn't a good feeling to be able to endure that. But just to know, because I knew my dad's pictures surfaced around all over the place, and I was pissed, beyond pissed, because I'm just like, you're not even respecting him. And there's people that are sharing that picture that claim that they love him at the same time, and analyzing him like, oh, this and this and that happened. And I'm just like, you're not even, this man has family out here. He has children that a lot of people didn't know about, and this didn't need to even happen in that way, that we should have been able to see that, but it did. So it was like when they did that to Vanessa and her children, it really sent like, ooh, that put me in my feelings. Like, you don't know what if some kids come across those pictures. They did not need to see that's how their dad's ending moments had to be, that transition. Kids cannot deal with that. I know, just from me being, in my early, I was in my late, what, yeah, I was like 39, when all these things is taking place. And now soon to come back and remind me of that painful moment in a few weeks that, I just don't want to deal with. I'm just really trying to heal from those things. But life can be very crazy. Life can be very evil at times, but love conquers everything. And that's what, when they said we weren't coming here to be, when you don't feel like you fit in the world, you came here to create it. And this is what is going on when we can see so much hellish things popping off here. People recording people fighting, people recording people killing other people. But then you also see the same time where people are being very generous and kind-hearted. Even though they say it's not good to, you know, uh, record what you're doing for somebody else. But in a way, it's like it kind of feels like a double-edged sword. You can be able to share that. When you can share so many negative situations, you should be able to share the positive ones as well. It's good to be able to see, like I see other YouTubers, and I said, I'm gonna do that one day. And I want to be able to, make contributions like that. I don't really think I'm gonna show it, but just being able to do that and share the world. Like, if you're able to be a blessing like that in somebody's life, do that. You don't have to do it because the world's watching you. You need to do it because that's coming from the kindness of your heart. There's so many things that I've come in connection with when it comes to so many different people I've connected with, especially from this situation. Is truly a blessing to me. Just to know I can be able to impact somebody's life and they're impacting me at that same time. Those are the things that make me want to do more. These are the things, even when I have people hating on me about the things that I do and want to send negative things towards my way, that makes me want to push harder. Because a lot of times when people feel threatened by the things you're doing, oh, they'll try to throw you off real quick by throwing insecurity, nastiness out, whatever. I appreciate those type of people too, because it motivates me to do more. It motivates me to make that better change within myself, that I can be able to reflect towards others. And that's what is taking place in our world today. You had to be able to be by yourself so you can focus on your change. You can focus on things that you need to change for the better of you, allowing yourself to heal where you need to heal from, let go of what you need to let go of. Life can be very unfair. I get that. True. I know that, too well. But not everything is what it seems. When you're allowing yourself to apply yourself to make your change your main focus and bettering yourself, watch how things come in your favor. Things are already coming in your favor that you don't even see that is happening right now. But just because you are challenged, when you constantly have things that really takes you to that low vibration, you're still trying to find a reason to get back up. And the universe sees that. Even though you feel like um I'm not being accredited for it, or nobody's appreciating things that I'm doing good in life, universe sees you. Your spirit guide sees you. Your family that is assisting you and protecting you as well, they see it too. They know what you're dealing with is not easy. They know what you're dealing with is a very hard thing to do, especially if you've been living a certain way for so long and then you're actually making a big change. That ego won't speak up real quick because it's so used to having, a certain way. You viewing things a certain way. You're responding to things a certain way. But when you're allowing yourself to not even give a response towards things, is trying to see if they have that power over you, that is a response. When you're allowing yourself, even when hectic things keep constantly coming in your life, you still find something that you are blessed with through amongst all that stuff that you go through. Life is hard, but you got to be even harder. You have to go for it. When people trying to distract you from what you're trying to achieve, you have to want it more than what they're trying to, allow you to get to. You have to allow yourself to do that. Being fair towards yourself, you know, make those beautiful changes that can help you while you're doing it to other people. I do it, I'm being able to bless other people in different ways. It is a beautiful thing to me, not because I'm looking for something in return, because I know how it feels to be, in a certain situation. I know what it feels like to be where all things are cut off and people made choices in your life as well as your own to make sure that you lived a certain way, that you suffered, that you didn't do anything better for your life that can impact you as well as your surroundings in a big way. I get that. That's what they were sent to do. But you have to allow yourself to appreciate those changes, because when you're allowing yourself, when you have dealt with so many hell raising situations, and you got tired of dealing with them hell hell bent situations, you are very determined to make sure you've never gone through this again. You never experienced that situation again, because that makes you very, appreciating that situation, because it made you go for what you wanted, made for you to go for more than what you know. And those are the things that you need to allow to take place in your life. Allow yourself to, you have to live like it's your last, because you don't never know. That's why I told my daughter the other day, because her friend died very young, and I mean, even her friend told her, I'm always here with you. Don't stop living because I was denied that. I want you to live for me. My dad tells me that all the time. I want you to live for me. The best is always the ones that get taken away from us first. The evil is still here, you know, but you have to allow yourself to keep moving. You have to allow yourself to see a blessing throughout the day, even when you're dealing with so many hellish situations. There's always something that you can find good within the day. And when we're allowing that to be a virus, that it needs to be contagious, love needs to keep going, appreciation, doing something for your fellow man, those things need to have a contagion type situation going on. Then make our life worth living, make it more of a better place. Yeah, it might be boring as hell, but I'd rather deal with, loving somebody, not worrying about, because of their walk of life or their sexual orientation or their nationality. I want us to we're all one. We're all connected in all different ways. And we have to allow that to keep making us move. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and take me probably about an hour or 2 hour break. Come back in a few and go ahead and make some more videos later. So I'm trying to go ahead and make my schedule to where I can still get everything done, but then I'm evening out everything, because I said I miss doing my videos to where I was doing 7, 8, and even 10 a day, and it's like so many transitions I'm going through. I get burnt out, dealing with the things that I'm dealing with. It can burn me out. So I said I'm gonna go ahead and, regulate things and change this and see how it works for me. So, I hope that you're being safe. My prayers go out to you for everything that you're dealing with, because I know what we're dealing with, is not easy. So Know that you are blessed, you are highly favored and forever loved, and knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And I pray that everything that you're trying to manifest in your life comes 100,000 times more than what you expected, and it comes so much sooner than you expected as well. Make sure you give out love, light, positivity, as well as prosperity words, vibes, frequencies towards others. You never know, those things can really take somebody a long way. And I would love to give a post notification shout out to with the expectancy. Um, Sheila Craig, much love to you as well. And Mimi B, much love to you as well also. Um, Give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much for the support. Subscribe, share, tell somebody about the channel. They may find something interesting they needed to hear. And I would love to give you a post notification shout out. And also, if you need to contact me privately, because I know a lot of things that people may not be comfortable with speaking about in public platforms like this, I get it. So you can go ahead and connect with me on Facebook Messenger. Look me up under my name. I'm not accepting any friend requests, but I will love to connect with you on the Messenger. And whatever we talk about is confidential. So I will see y'all in my next video. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. I see y'all in a few. Much love to you. Peace and be wild.